The Colossus of Rhodes has fascinated the world for over 2 millennia. Not merely a statue, it was a symbol, a towering testament to human ambition, resilience, and artistic vision. Built in 280 BC, it commemorated Rhodes' remarkable victory over Demetrius I of Macedon, who had besieged the island city for an entire year. Imagine the stakes: a city under constant threat, its people bracing against one of the largest armies and navies of the ancient world. Emerging victorious, they chose to immortalize their triumph in bronze. This statue was dedicated to Helios, the Greek sun god. To the people of Rhodes, Helios was not just a deity. He was a protector, a guardian who had looked down upon them during their struggle. The Colossus was a public declaration: Rhodes was free, and its people had prevailed against overwhelming odds. Standing approximately 33 meters, or 108 feet tall, the Colossus rivaled the tallest monuments of antiquity. By comparison, it was roughly 2/3 the height of the modern Statue of Liberty from feet to crown. It was not simply impressive, it was awe-inspiring. To ancient eyes, it must have appeared as a living embodiment of divine protection. The artist behind this monumental endeavor was Chairs of Lindos, a native of Rhodes. Chairs had studied under Lysippos, one of the greatest sculptors of the Greek world, who had previously created a 22-meter-high statue of Zeus at Tarentum. With this training, Chairs was uniquely prepared to tackle a project of such ambitious scale. Construction began around 292 BC, and the methods used were as innovative as they were daring. The statue relied on a framework of iron tie bars, over which bronze plates were riveted to form the skin. The interior was filled with stone blocks to add stability, and the entire structure rested atop a massive 15-meter-high white marble pedestal. Some sources suggest it stood directly on a breakwater at the harbor entrance, while others believe it was slightly inland, guarding the city as a sentinel. Much of the metal came from Demetrius' abandoned siege equipment. Weapons of war were melted down and transformed into a symbol of peace and freedom. In this way, the Colossus was not only a statue but also a profound statement. What was once used to conquer was now used to commemorate victory. Philo of Byzantium, an engineer and contemporary writer, documented the construction method. The statue was cast in horizontal sections, each buried under mounds of earth as it was completed. This allowed Chairs to work safely and steadily on each portion before moving to the next. Modern engineering studies confirm that such a method would have been practical, if incredibly challenging. The base of the statue was equally remarkable. Over 18 meters in diameter, it supported a structure that must have felt impossibly heavy. The feet were carved in stone and covered with bronze plates, reinforced by iron bars radiating through the ankles and legs. Bronze panels varied in thickness. The lower sections were over 25 millimeters thick, tapering toward the upper torso, but reinforced at crucial points like the shoulders, neck, and chest. Every detail reflected careful engineering and an intimate understanding of materials. After 12 years of painstaking work, the Colossus was completed in 280 BC. Its dedication, preserved in Greek poetry, celebrates the triumph of the Rhodians. The poem speaks of laying to rest the brazen waves of war, of crowning their land with freedom, and of extending the light of unfettered liberty over both sea and land. In this sense, the Colossus was not merely a tribute to Helios, it was a monument to human courage and perseverance. Yet despite its grandeur, the Colossus' existence was short-lived. 54 years later, in 226 BC, a catastrophic earthquake struck Rhodes. The statue snapped at the knees and fell. Ptolemy III even offered to fund its reconstruction, but the Rhodians, guided by the Oracle of Delphi, refused. They feared they might have angered Helios, and so the Colossus remained in ruins. For over 8 centuries, the remains lay on the ground. Even in fragments, they inspired awe. Travelers came from afar to witness the shattered bronze, and historians recorded its scale and grandeur. Strabo, the Greek geographer, marveled at the massive hollow caverns visible within the broken limbs. Pliny the Elder noted that its fingers alone were larger than most complete statues, underscoring the colossal ambition of chairs. Over time, legends grew around the Colossus. Medieval imagination envisioned it straddling the harbor, with ships passing between its legs. This image found its way into literature, from Shakespeare's references in Julius Caesar and Troilus and Cressida to Emma Lazarus' famous poem The New Colossus, which contrasted the brazen giant of Greek fame with a Statue of Liberty. Yet engineers and historians agree this posture was physically impossible. The bronze structure could not have supported itself in such a stance, nor could the harbor have functioned during or after construction. The exact location of the Colossus remains debated. Archaeologist Ursula Vedder suggests it may have stood on the Acropolis of Rhodes, atop a hill overlooking the city and harbor. Here, a temple or sanctuary dedicated to Helios could have provided a massive stone foundation to anchor the statue. Marble and sandstone fragments in the area may hint at this lost platform, though no definitive evidence remains. Historical accounts of the statue's fate are equally murky. Some sources claim that in 653 AD, an Arab force led by Muawiyah I destroyed the remains, selling the bronze to a merchant. Modern historians, however, view these claims skeptically. Given centuries of earthquakes, neglect, and the Christianization of Rhodes, much of the statue's metal may have already been repurposed or lost. The story of Arab conquest could have been exaggerated or symbolic. Despite its destruction, the Colossus of Rhodes has never truly vanished from human imagination. Over the centuries, artists, writers, and architects have been inspired by it, imagining modern reconstructions or artistic interpretations. In 2008, German artist Gert Hoff proposed a modern Colossus built from weapons from around the world, blending sculpture with light and symbolism. In 2015, European architects envisioned a 150-meter tall Colossus at the harbor entrance, a structure 5 times the height of the original. Though these projects never came to fruition, they underscore the enduring fascination with this ancient wonder. The Colossus was more than bronze and stone. It was a testament to human creativity. It was a statement of triumph, resilience, and ambition. It transformed a city under siege into a beacon of freedom. Weapons of war became a monument of peace. And even in ruins, it inspired awe for centuries, demonstrating the power of human imagination and the desire to leave a lasting mark on the world. The Colossus also teaches a lesson in humility. For all its grandeur, it could not withstand the forces of nature. Earthquakes toppled it, yet its story endured, reminding us that human achievement is both magnificent and fragile. Its shadow stretches across time, influencing art, literature, and architecture long after the bronze melted and the stones crumbled. In literature, its influence is profound. Shakespeare's metaphors liken great men to the Colossus, emphasizing both their power and the smallness of others by comparison. Emma Lazarus' sonnet positions it as a foil to the Statue of Liberty, reinforcing the Colossus' cultural resonance beyond its physical existence. Even today, references to colossal achievements often evoke its name, a testament to its lasting impact. Perhaps the greatest wonder of the Colossus lies not in its materials or engineering, but in what it represents, the human spirit. A city faced with overwhelming adversity could have crumbled, yet it rose to create a monument that continues to capture our imagination. Victory, artistry, and devotion fused into a single creation that would echo for millennia. Modern reconstructions, whether literal or artistic, attempt to capture this spirit. They remind us that the Colossus is not just a historical artifact but a source of inspiration, a symbol of what humans can achieve when courage meets vision. Its story transcends roads, transcends time, and becomes a parable of resilience, creativity, and ambition. Ultimately, the Colossus of Rhodes is more than a statue. It is a narrative carved in bronze and stone, telling of a city that endured, a people who celebrated victory with artistry, and a monument that continues to shape our imagination. It is one of the great wonders of the ancient world, a reminder that human achievement, no matter how fleeting in the material world, can cast a shadow that lasts forever.